Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and today I've got just a quick new release for you from Squale. I don't think it's really going to be part of the regular lineup, but I was able to snag a bunch of these 1521 Militaire, whatever you want to call them, watches. Black dial, one blasted, one polished. Different from the regular 1521s in that the dial branding is different, which I know a lot of people kind of get up in arms about. And the markers are different, and there's no date, which I'll tell you, I love listening to what everybody says. And, people said, make a no date this and no date that. And I've done no date watches, and some of them are absolute knockouts, like that ISL 54. Crazy what the no date does to the dial. I am wearing two of my favorite blue watches that aren't Islanders. So the Squale Matic, which honestly, I try to save for the warmer weather. Reminds me of a warm weather watch. It's like 23 degrees here today. That's Fahrenheit for everybody that's not in America. It was like 60s just a day or two ago. So I'm hoping for warmer weather. And the other blue dial that I simply love. Oops, come on. Ulysse Nardin Maxi Marine chronometer. I love the blue. I love the dial. Totally different looking watch. Definitely a watch that, kind of most people that you will meet or that you come across kind of have no idea what it is, which is what I really, really like about it. Let's see what Squale's got cooked up for us today. So today we are checking out the 1521 Squale 1521 Militaire. I don't care how you pronounce it. It's got it written on the dial. So it's very similar to the original 1521, which I'll pick up in a second, except it lacks a date, okay? Different markers, and the dial branding is completely different. Comes in two varieties, bead blasted and polished, both the same price, $9.49. Before we do a deep dive into the watch, let's just do a quick side by side. You can see on the right we are lacking the date. Much larger markers, very, very loomy. We'll do a loom shot obviously at the end. And the dial branding is different. It just says the Squale with the Militaire underneath it, and then automatic 500 meters at the bottom. No double branding like they used to do, or like they do on the 1521. These are just, there's not no branding on the side of the case either. There's not a ton of these. I was able just to get about a 10 or so of each, I want to say, of the blasted and the polished. I'm not sure if they're going to make them again. It was kind of like an overflow from something. But they're really nice watches. I will just do my usual on the polished, and I'll show you the blasted one later. So it is a 42 millimeter diameter case. It's 14 thick to a flat AR sapphire crystal. It is 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. When we say 42, though, we are measuring to the bezel. The bezel sticks out from the case just a little bit. The case itself is more like a 40 or a 41. The watch wears extremely well on smaller wrists. I cannot overstate that. It is a 20 millimeter lug. Solid screw down case back. Squale logo, 50 Atmos, which means 1521 is a 50 Atmos line, which means 500 meters of water resistance. Powered by a Sellita SW200. The SW200 is a date movement Swiss made. Yes, it is. So there is a ghost position on the crown. Unscrew it to change the time and the date. It pops out. It's tucked away so nice, the crown. This watch is so comfortable in many wrist sizes. But one click out. There's no mechanics inside, but there's certainly a click position for it. And then here's the time. Okay? Push down, turn for a full, if I do it with my gloves, I did it before, here we go. For your full 500 meters of water resistance. It's got a 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel, aluminum insert, loom pip at the 12. We do sell sapphire inserts separately for the bezel in black that will work on this watch if you are so inclined and want to do that. Is that good? There we go. The bezel is held in place with the 4 screws. as is typical. The case is beautiful, nice and polished. Like I said, look how the crown just fits right in the case. It barely even protrudes. Solid screw down case back. We're looking at, again, a 20mm lug, and the Squale 1521 mesh bracelet will fit it. If I remember in my editing, I will pop a photo up here of what it looks like on the bracelet. It is super sharp on the bracelet. Some people have said that it looks like the bezel, the crystal is domed. It is not. It's just an effect that you get from, I'd say, from the polished chapter ring. And then when you tilt the watch, it might give you that, your eyes, that effect that it's domed, but it certainly isn't. This is the polished one, and then this is the blasted. It's a beautiful bead blasted case. Still polished on the back, matching buckle. Obviously, it's got a polished buckle. Comes on a nice tropic rubber strap. You see it? Okay, but look at the nice finishing on this. The bead blasting. I'm a polished fan. I own the polished blue. I'm wearing my Matic, which is polished. But the bead blasting does have a certain stealth look to it. You know, it kind of kills the light. Looks really nice. And again, just to kind of contrast and compare to the original guy. I know, like I said in the opening, I know that no date is a big thing for a lot of people. And without any Instagram or any fanfare, a couple of these sold right off the bat when I put them up on the website. So apparently people are looking for them. Let's do a wristy. The 1521 case might be one of the most comfortable cases on a watch, and fitting a variety of wrist sizes, 6 3/4 inch wrist, 48 on the tip to tip. The way the crown is tucked away, it makes this thing so comfortable. It's a dream. I've seen it on large wrists, I've seen it on small wrists, and I've seen the rubber stick to my arm. But it's super looking. It's a great knockout. I have a 1521 polished blue that I love to wear. Super comfortable. Another summer watch. Hopefully it will make an appearance soon. Here you can see the lume of all of them side by side. Again, this is the original. So let's look at the new version. Larger lume markers obviously makes for a better lume experience. Nice lume dot. Easy to read. There's no way you could say that this is not an easy to read watch. And the lack of a date, makes the whole thing perfectly symmetric. So I think that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, it's a quick one. It has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, showing you a couple of new Squale 1521s. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Questions or comments, you can put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.